I would like to tell a story today about wanting. So, recently I've been looking for some more work, and one of the positions I've been looking for has been in uh, working with the firefighters. And this morning I just came back from a fitness test, and man, I don't remember if there was any other time in my life where I had to really want something. When it comes to physical feats and whatnot, you know, however strong I am or however weak I am, how much I have or haven't been working out, leading up to this moment when I was performing this test, there was definitely a test going on in my mind. It was like one of those moments where if my mind wasn't ready to push through, I would have failed for sure. You have to do this circuit carrying, like a 28.5 kilogram thing for 4 laps, carrying a 28.5 kilogram, pack on your back while traversing a 35-degree ramp every 20 meters back and forth for a few laps, and then 25 laps of having I think these may or may not be correct. 25 kilograms on your back for 25 laps back and forth, traversing a ramp, twice each lap. And then at the end, you have this sled, you're dragging. That's I think it's 18.5 kilograms. At least that's what my notes has here. And yeah, and you have to do it all. So I think it's 33 laps in total, and you have to do it all within 14 and a half minutes. And man, like I said, regardless of how strong I was, it's definitely a fitness test to weed out a lot of people, for sure. But I was definitely struggling. By the time I came to do the 25 laps, I remember asking hey, how far are we? It just felt like an eternity of pain. Where you just completely struggling and you're breathing. and I asked him, how far are we in? And he said we're at lap 16. And I'm like, holy fuck. We got another 10 of these to go, and then a sled. I was making a scene. I was noticing usually there's only one, maybe two firefighters that supervise you, but there was 4 or 5 that were all kind of standing by alongside the track that was laid out. And they were like, yo, keep going, keep pushing. And I remember you gotta go. At one point he's saying you gotta speed up, because I gotta speed up to make the time. And this morning, before I did that test, what what this opportunity meant to me, regardless, because I still gotta get interviewed or whatnot, but what that moment in time meant for me was so much. It was a door that was open, but I really needed to want it to walk through. So there I am, halfway through, and I'm like, I want it! I want it. And I was ready to just give my whole self. I really wanted that. And I'm pushing through. And some of the guys even told me after that the amount that I was pushing through, it was motivating for them. It was a choice in every moment, doesn't matter how hard it got. I really wanted it. And then when I got my time, I had 29 seconds to spare. And I just want to share this experience with you today, because it made very clear to me that with whatever you want in life, you need to be willing to go through whatever mental or physical or emotional feats to get to where you want to go. You know, regardless of how far I go with that opportunity, what I learned today about myself, I will take with me. And I think it's important to be able to challenge ourselves in ways like that, where we can really accomplish some sort of challenge that we set out for ourselves. I think that's what makes life the most meaningful, especially when we have so much comfort around us. We're surrounded by comfort. And challenges in our life, we can avoid a lot of them just of how comfortable we're living. You know, we're not fighting for our lives anymore, running from predators, you know, running from lions or whatever, having to kill. And what that taught me today is that what I want more than anything is to be able to challenge myself in ways like that. Or by the end, I am so proud of myself that I was able to push through that moment. Where you have to want it with your whole heart. You have to show it. You have to be willing to love that difficult shit. Yeah. What it also has done for me, experiencing that, is that I'm definitely inspired a lot more now to raise my standard for fitness. You know, I thought I was doing, had a certain standard. And, given the past couple months, I know I haven't been challenging myself nearly as much as I would have wanted to. But man, like I want to be able to whip through a test like that, no problem. That was like an eye opener for me, like of what's possible, you know. And if I were to like try a profession like being a firefighter, even for a summer, I would learn so much about what it means to be strong. So, find ways to challenge yourself where it really does become a choice. Where the choice is you have to go through that suffering. You have to put one foot in front of the other. And when your whole body's like screaming, you know, I can't do this. You know, what does your mind say? What are your thoughts? Are you directing your life through the formless, through thought, through your mind? Or are you letting form all around you, how you feel, how you look, define who you are? With whatever you want to do in your life, find ways to challenge your potential 100%. 100%. There's nothing more rewarding in life than to put all of it on the line, to really put yourself in that state where you really have to want it. So, yeah. With that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.